What is going on, tabletop family? I am Mark Julian, here with another Gaming Trend Kickstarter preview, and today we're going to be taking down one of the classics, one of the original games, a game that honestly has probably had it coming for a while. I'm talking about you, Tic Tac Toe. Your days are numbered, because it's time for Tic Tac Slash. Let's get it to the table. Okay, so here we have Tic Tac Slash. Keep in mind that this is a prototype that we're looking at here, so the packaging, the art are subject to change. This may not be what the final product looks like. But the prototype that I have here, it comes in this nice custom tuck box. Let's open it up. Inside we have some more artwork brought to you by the Wilderforge, designed by Brandon Simmons. Open it up again. We have placement rules. We have the X's and O's. We have our rules right here on the box and our cards. So we'll set this aside. Tic Tac Slash is just 18 cards. So this is easily going to fit in your pocket. You could take it with you, play this at a restaurant, on the train, really wherever. Nice small package. So on the back we have all of your artwork. You have the X's and O's that you're familiar with Tic Tac Toe. You have a grid, a 2x2 grid on every single card, and that's going to feature your X's, your O's, as well as these characters. I'll show a couple different cards here. So a game of Tic Tac Slash is going to start with this double X card being placed down onto the table, and then this single O card placed covering one of the X's. From there, each player is going to draw 3 cards into their hands, and then they will take turns adding a card to the existing cards on the table. Now when you do that, you must cover at least one of these squares on the cards and a maximum of 3 squares. Okay, so what that's going to look like is you could do this covering 1 square, you could cover 2 squares, I could go up here and cover 3 squares, but what I can't do is cover in it 4 squares with a new card. And when you place a card, you can do it right side up, or you can flip it around 180 degrees and place it that way, but never horizontal. All the cards are going to have to stay either the right side up orientation or flipped 180 degrees. So if X's are going first, which is the standard way to play, X might play here to cover up this O, and then it's going to be O's turn. O might go up here. That's going to give X maybe an advantage. Then X goes here, and then there you go, 3 in a row. That's the simple base version of the game. It takes the tic-tac-toe formula, getting 3 X's, 3 O's in a row, but takes the constraints of the 3x3 grid away, which really opens up tons of new strategies and abstract thinking, and really a much deeper level of strategy than you might expect from a tic-tac-toe game. Now, once you've mastered the base game, this does come with 2 variants in the package. You don't need any extra cards or pieces. It just adds some new rules for you to change it up and have a little extra challenge. So the first one, and the easier one, is this stone wall variant. And how this works is the 2 cards that are always in the game here have stone walls on them. And in the base game, you just ignore those. They're just empty spaces. But if you use the stone wall variant, these act as a impenetrable wall. These cannot be covered by another card. So if this card was in play and we take another card, you cannot cover the stone wall. That would be an illegal move. So this opens up more strategies, more ways to play, ways to defend, maybe a play that you're setting up, or block a play that your opponent is setting up so that they could win. Really simple, really easy to add in, but adds a lot more strategy and new ways to think about playing the game. So the second variant, and the one that is much more complicated, or at least harder to wrap your head around, uses the character art on all of these cards. So more than just the X's and O's, you have characters on every card. When you're playing, you can try to line up 3 of these characters in a row as well. So for example, here I've got 2 of these guys in a row, and if I get a third one, I would get to activate their special ability. Each of the different fantasy creature types has their own special ability, and those are going to do all sorts of game-breaking rules. Things like being able to move a card by translating it one space. Some of them allow you to rotate a card 180 degrees. There's one that allows you to take a card from your opponent, all the way up to being able to swap who is X's and who is O's. If your opponent is about to win, you can get 3 of those guys in a row, and now all of a sudden you're about to win, which is pretty cool. These add a lot more to think about. You're really playing 4D tic-tac-toe here when you're factoring in there's no edge to the game space. You can cover up cards, you can add these characters to change the way that the game is played. Just tons of strategy in a simple 18 card little package that you can throw in your pocket, take with you anywhere. And honestly, I've really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. Tic Tac Slash. I've really enjoyed my time with Tic Tac Slash. It's amazing to me how much strategic space they've managed to cram into the game of tic-tac-toe. It's a great little 18 card game that you can put in your pocket, take anywhere. If you want to find out more, check out the Kickstarter page or thewilderforge.com. I'm Mark Julian for Gaming Trends, and I'll see you around the table.